Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah Sheu, a Stanford-trained dermatologist, and at least a couple of times a week during a skin cancer screen, a patient will ask me, what do you think about Nutrafol? And it's not just in clinic. Friends will ask me about this hair growth supplement too, because Nutrafol is everywhere right now.
Nutrafol.
Nutrafol.
They've even partnered with Major League Baseball. I guess when I think about baseball players, I immediately think about their glorious mullets. The marketing is really aggressive, and a lot of people are curious whether the $70 a month supplement actually helps you grow more hair. So today, I want to talk about the evidence behind Nutrafol, what's actually in it, and whether there are affordable alternatives out there. Let me start with what we actually know from the research. I'll walk you through the main findings. For Nutrafol Women's, the key study was a 6-month randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial. They enrolled 40 women with self-reported thinning hair, not a particular diagnosis like female pattern hair loss, telogen effluvium, or alopecia areata, just a self-report of thinning hair. The women were split into two groups. 26 got the actual supplement and 14 took placebo pills. And here's what they found. By 6 months, the women taking Nutrafol had a 10% increase in terminal hairs. Those are the thick, pigmented hairs that we want. They also had a 16% increase in vellus hairs, the fine peach fuzz that you might see on your cheeks. Meanwhile, in the placebo group, there was no change or even a slight decrease in their numbers of terminal and vellus hairs. A more recent study published in early 2025 followed a similar design, but with Nutrafol men's. It was also 6 months long, randomized, double-blind, and placebo-controlled, this time with men who self-reported thinning hair. And the results showed that 79% of men taking Nutrafol were rated as improved by blinded investigators at the end of the 6-month study, compared to 51% rated as improved in the placebo group. When it comes to how the men in the study felt, 85% of men in the active group reported the supplement was effective at slowing down their hair thinning, versus 55% in the placebo group. Quick thing I wanted to point out there is that blinded investigators thought that 51% of the men taking placebo showed improvement at 6 months, and 55% of the men taking placebo pills thought their hair was improved at month 6. They were blinded too, meaning that the men didn't know if they were taking the active supplement or placebo. In any case, I thought that the placebo effect in the study was really high. These are some of the before and after photos from the study. I actually didn't find these to be that impressive. Both of the studies were company-sponsored and pretty small. We're talking 40 people in the Nutrafol women's study and 85 in the men's study. And the amount of additional hair growth, 10% more terminal hairs after 6 months, that's not going to turn someone like me with a sad, wimpy little ponytail into someone with amazing hair like Penelope Cruz. I would love to see studies with longer-term follow-up than 6 months. That sounds like a really long time, but when it comes to hair, I always tell my patients that when you start a treatment for hair loss, like Rogaine, for example, it's like trying to turn the Titanic. When you turn the helm, the ship isn't going to start to turn immediately. It's going to take its sweet time. And for hair loss, when you start a new treatment, it can take 6 months to start seeing improvement. So I wonder if the studies would have shown a bigger change if they followed participants for a longer time interval, like a year. In any case, with the evidence that's currently available, it seems like Nutrafol provides a little boost to hair growth, but not a complete hair transformation. Moving on to the risks. Most people tolerate Nutrafol just fine, but even over-the-counter supplements aren't risk-free. There was a case report published in 2024 of drug-induced liver injury in a healthy young woman taking Nutrafol. She developed jaundice, and her liver enzymes were significantly elevated after taking Nutrafol for 5 months. The good news is that everything went back to normal after she stopped taking it. Why did this happen? Well, Nutrafol contains several ingredients that have a small known risk for liver toxicity, including turmeric and ashwagandha. This is definitely not a common reaction, but it is possible. If you're taking Nutrafol and other supplements that contain turmeric and ashwagandha, watch for symptoms like fatigue, dark urine, jaundice, or right upper abdominal pain, and please seek medical attention if any of these were to develop. Another thing to know before taking Nutrafol is that it contains 150% of the adequate daily value of iodine. If you have autoimmune thyroid disease or you're on thyroid medication, you should check your total daily iodine intake with your endocrinologist before starting Nutrafol. And of course, anyone can have an idiosyncratic or unpredictable reaction to any new medication or supplement. That's just the reality of anything that you put into your body. But here's the thing that makes a lot of people, including myself, hesitate. It is expensive. A 1 month supply of Nutrafol costs about $80. If you buy 6 months at a time, you can get it down to about $70 a month. That's still $422 for 6 months. Or if we're looking at the full year, over $840 plus tax. Not everyone can afford to spend that much on a hair growth supplement, especially when you need to take it consistently for months to see any potential benefit. So I started looking, are there cheaper alternatives? To understand that question, we need to understand what's actually inside Nutrafol. Let's take a look at the ingredients in Nutrafol Women's together. There are essentially three different components. Component number one are the vitamins and minerals that are listed at the top of the nutrition facts, things like vitamin A, biotin, and iodine. These have exact amounts listed. Component number two is 1.68 grams of their patented Synergan complex, which contains marine collagen peptides, sensoril ashwagandha, saw palmetto extract, curcumin palm extract, and hyaluronic acid. And finally, component number three is 530 grams of their trademarked Nutrafol blend, which has amino acids like cysteine and lysine, keratin, horsetail extract, resveratrol, black pepper extract, and cayenne extract. Here's the catch. For component number one, you know exactly what you're getting. But for components two and three, you only know the total weight of each blend. You know there's 1.68 grams of Synergan complex, but you don't know how much of that is the collagen versus ashwagandha and curcumin. Same with the Nutrafol blend. You know it's 530 milligrams total, but not the breakdown. That part is a trade secret. Think of it like baking a cake. You might know that you need sugar, butter, eggs, flour, vanilla, baking powder, salt, and milk to bake a cake. But if you don't use the same quantities, the cakes aren't going to turn out the same. One might be perfect, another might be too dry, and another one might not even rise at all. Same ingredients list, different results. I'll get to two store brand options that are less than half the price of Nutrafol in just a second. If you've learned anything so far, I'd appreciate if you could like or subscribe. It helps me reach more friends. I found two store brand supplements that have similar ingredients lists to Nutrafol for a fraction of the price, one from CVS and one from Walmart. When you compare the ingredients between brand name Nutrafol Women's and these generic versions, component number one, the vitamins and minerals, are very similar. There are some minor differences, like the form of vitamin E used is slightly different, and the generics have 15 milligrams of sodium instead of 5. These are pretty minor differences, but there's more uncertainty with components 2 and 3, the proprietary blends. The store brands list pretty much the same ingredients, but we don't know if the proportions are identical. Nutrafol's patents give us some clues about what their formulas might contain. Things like at least 200 milligrams of curcumin or 100 milligrams of withanolides, but the exact breakdown is still a trade secret. Another difference is that Nutrafol Women's uses trademarked ingredients like sensoril ashwagandha instead of regular ashwagandha and bioperine instead of piperine. The store brands use the generic versions of the same compounds. Finally, an important note for people with shellfish allergies, the CVS and Walmart versions contain shellfish, while Nutrafol states on their website that their supplements do not contain shellfish. They all contain fish though, since they all contain marine collagen peptides. So what do these store brand versions cost? Remember that Nutrafol Women's is $422 for 6 months with the bulk discount. The CVS version is $59.99 for a 30-day supply, not that much cheaper than Nutrafol, which costs $70 a month, but it regularly goes on sale, often buy one get one free. So you could get 6 months for about $180 when they have a buy one get one free sale. That is a significant savings. The Walmart Equate version is $29.88 for a 30-day supply or about $179 for 6 months. No need to wait for a sale, that's the retail price. The CVS and Walmart versions have very similar ingredients lists, so there's no clear winner unless the CVS version isn't on sale when you're shopping. Bottom line, I am not here to endorse Nutrafol or to trash it. I think there's some evidence for mild benefit, and other than the rare case of intolerance, it's also pretty well tolerated. I also know many people swear by it, and some of you will probably comment that it changed your life, and others will say that it's a complete scam, and so am I. For people who are interested in it, though, I wanted you to have a good idea of what evidence is actually out there. And for people who can't afford the name brand version, I didn't want you to feel FOMO. The store brand versions and the name brand are not exactly the same. Because Nutrafol has proprietary blends, we don't know the exact breakdown of what's in the Synergen complex and Nutrafol blend. But the store brand options might make sense if you're on a tight budget, you're not allergic to shellfish, you don't have a thyroid disease that requires you to limit iodine, and you really want to try something like Nutrafol, but $840 a year just isn't possible. For those people, these store brand alternatives are a reasonable option to try. If you do try any of these products, please talk to your doctor first, especially if you have pre existing conditions or you take other medications. Thanks for watching.